Hello. So let me tell you a true story about a man named Robert Geach. Now, Robert Geach is a lone worker. He just got home, just got back to work after Christmas. It was the 30th of December, and he's just getting back into his day-to-day tasks, servicing water filtration units. Now, at the end of the work day, Robert is a lone worker. He hadn't really seen much of his colleagues, and his colleagues wanted to check up on him, so they actually ended up calling his wife to see if he turned up home. But it turns out several hours later, his colleagues actually found him face down in a shallow pool of water, and he'd accidentally knocked himself unconscious, and he'd sadly drowned. So Robert Geach died a completely preventable death, and his employer was subsequently sued for $1.8 million because of this.
Sadly, this isn't an isolated set of circumstances. Last year there was 27 deaths and around 13,000 avoidable injuries in UK farming alone. And this isn't something that we just face in the UK. There are 53 million lone workers across America, Canada and Europe. And 80% of these when we surveyed said that they worry about violence and aggression during their day-to-day work. Now, there is legislation in place. The HSE, Health and Safety at Work Act, states procedures must be in place to monitor lone workers.
So what's out there? There are apps out there that solve this problem, but the big problem with them is they all look kind of like this app. They look like they were developed on like Windows 95. They've got terrible UIs. And on top of this, the ones that do look professional have terrible reviews. So here's an example of some of them. They're all one-star reviews. Some of them are I can't even log in. One of them in fact says I can't use the man down function, which for a safety app is just not acceptable. And there's also an alternative to these existing products, which is walkie-talkies, but the problem with these are they introduce a massive amount of human error. So, introducing LoneSafe. LoneSafe is a fantastic new web and mobile platform that means workers, lone workers in particular, are never truly alone. So LoneSafe brings lone worker guardianship to the present day by providing a beautiful UI, a fantastic user experience, and by leveraging modern day technology such as GPS, secure voice check-ins, and by providing a full, secure safety audit trail.
Rather than just talking about what it does, we've got this little video that kind of shows you kind of day-to-day use case of it. So the employee sets up his task, records a little voice message to say what he's doing, a little bit more detail and to verify it's him, and sends it off, and then just puts the phone in his pocket and carries on with his daily tasks. Now, if the worst does happen, and he has a fall, and he's incapacitated, when his alarm's due to go off, his guardian back at the office will get an alert and a very, very loud noise, and then they can follow that up by either calling the employee or following it up by calling the emergency services. Now, we went out and we spoke to a lot of people in the industry, or in a lot of different industries. We spoke to people who work out in the fields, farming companies, we spoke to CEOs, we spoke to directors even, and they all kind of said the exact same thing. They said that their industry is crying out for a tool that's easy to use, like our app, that keeps their employees safe when there's no one else there to do it. And just added this because this is a little extra bit. The Deputy International Commissioner for Scouts Association also is interested in trialling it with some of his kids. So yeah, it's really interesting.
So LoneSafe is a cloud-based platform, and that means we can really keep the costs low. And that means we could break even with as low as 8,500 customers, which is less than 0.5% of the available market. Most products in the market come to around £8 to £10 per user per month, and as our product is a cloud-based platform, we'll be able to provide it for as low as $2.99 per user per month. So previously, the cost of an existing safety platforms like this have really prohibited smaller companies from using them. And we really believe LoneSafe can make lone worker safety much more affordable.
And just a final note, it's probably the most important thing. Let's let LoneSafe help us to help at the end of the workday for all the Roberts out there to get home safe.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I'll be back. Go on.
Okay, so you mentioned 8,500 customers to break even.
Yeah.
I guess what's the cost behind that? And actually, do you mean, I mean, this is basic businesses. So is this actual businesses, or are you talking about individual users?
This is 8,500 users, as in, that's 8,500 times £2.99 per month. So that's around, it comes out somewhere, so... Yeah, so the way we cost it is, we put a lot in salaries, so say salaries was about 150,000, then if you had marketing, a massive amount as well, so that's around 100,000. Other small costs to keep server going, office space and things like that. That means we break even at around £300,000.
And do you see, will there be any need to do sort of tiered pricing or anything you'd rather looking at larger?
That's obviously future scope, because there's so many avenues we could go down, there's so many opportunities to say we could provide this functionality at a separate tiered pricing, and again with enterprise customers you could provide different pricing and things like that, so that's definitely
Can I just check the maths? Sorry. 8.5 times 3 is not 250 as well. So 8,500 users at £3 is like 25 grand. So
per month.
Per month. Okay.
For 12 months.
Okay. Cool.